What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today we're going to be checking out some STG gameplay. Yes, I know, he's finally using meta. I've been taking a long break from showing you guys STG gameplay just for that exact reason. Just want to show you guys a little variety in Call of Duty Vanguard. But we're heading straight on back. I got the STG on a Red Star, and I believe this is 6v6 on Patrol. So I'm kind of shocked I actually popped off here. On 6v6 out of all game modes, I actually got a decent score, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the gameplay today. And also, before we hop into commentary, just very quickly, I do live stream pretty much every single day over on Twitch. I've been starting my live streams a little bit earlier, around 11 in the morning to about noon, but typically they start around 3 p.m. Eastern time. Anywhere between those time periods, usually you can catch a live stream, but the best thing to do is to go down into the description, click on the link over to my Twitch channel, follow, and also hit the bell notification button. Gets you notified on every single time I start a live stream. But ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the development teams for the Call of Duty franchise. This isn't really regarding Vanguard. Again, you guys could hate the game or you could love the game. I'm not really going to judge you for it. But I'm not talking about Vanguard today. I'm specifically talking about developers and how they handle their job. Now, for the longest time, Infinity Ward has been the top dogs for me. I've always loved Infinity Ward. I've pretty much loved all of their games. I've been one of those rare few people who really enjoyed Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts, so yes, I am an oddball out of the rest of the crowd. I gotta say, so far, Modern Warfare 2019 is the only game that I truly didn't enjoy by Infinity Ward, but still, that's a pretty good track record in my personal opinion. But even though I enjoy Infinity Ward's games, that doesn't mean that the way they communicate with their actual community is good. The key to success is being able to cooperate with your community while at the same time being able to push out your own personal passion. It's the same thing with like content creation, for an example. My personal job here on YouTube. I have a passion for designing content. I know what I want to make. I know what I enjoy making. And I'm pretty sure I have a good idea on what you guys enjoy watching as well on this channel. But at the end of the day, there's still going to be complaints. There's still going to be critique, feedback, things like I mentioned earlier, the audio of my commentaries and stuff like that. There's things that must be said to resolve and make the quality of the content better. I'm not talking about people just blatantly saying, yo, your content sucks, you complain too much. No, I'm talking about constructive feedback for the channel, things like audio, footage quality, all that different stuff. When people tell me that stuff, I need to combine it with my passion for it to make an overall outstanding product. But when it comes to Call of Duty development studios, they completely ignore the community. They have their passion for their title that they're making, but everything that we say, all of our feedback, all of our good information that could truly help out the titles that they produce for us, they ignore every last bit of it. And honestly, I've lost so much faith and so much respect for Infinity Ward during the Modern Warfare 2019 cycle because they just didn't address anything. I've heard rumors that the next Infinity Ward title is going to be a better version of Modern Warfare. Basically, all of our feedback has been listened to and they're going to polish off the game. But I don't want to hear that from leaks. I want to hear that from the developers themselves. I don't know why, but for some reason, developers don't open their mouths. They don't communicate. They don't give the community knowledge on what's going on with their title. And then they get mad that a bunch of people are saying stuff that's not true about their game. But, I mean, if they aren't educated about it, then you have to educate them about it. But both Treyarch and Infinity Ward refuse to do so, and they're just basically ignoring a massive chunk of what their job is all about. But Sledgehammer Games, I truly have to give them props. Again, this video is not about Call of Duty Vanguard, so no complaints or anything. Let's try to keep it chill in the comment section today. Today, I just want to give respect to Sledgehammer Games for truly actually listening to people, communicating with us, giving us feedback, and letting us know what's going on in their title. And it hasn't just been Call of Duty Vanguard. They have always been like this. For example, Call of Duty World War II. They completely overhauled the game. They're the only Call of Duty development team to completely overhaul a whole title just because the community wanted that specific thing to happen. That is absolutely insane to think about. Now, of course, yes, we had to wait until the second set of developers came into the studio to work on the game itself because obviously the main developers at Sledgehammer Games wanted to keep World War II exactly how it was. But when those new developers came in and they took charge, the whole world at Sledgehammer Games just completely flipped around and they became the most responsive, active developers in the whole Call of Duty community. Just look back to past titles that both Infinity Ward and Treyarch have designed. Black Ops 4, for an example. Everybody was begging for them to change it back to 100 HP. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but David Vaughn actually had to respond, one of the top developers over at Treyarch. Everybody knows of the man Vaughn. He responded and basically, told everybody, no, it's never deal with it. Deal with 150 HP. We begged for that change to happen. And honestly, in my personal opinion, I thought it would have been a lot more fun if it was 100 HP. The amount of feeds I could get in Black Ops 4, if I can get a little quicker time to kill, would have been outstanding. But again, they just told us to screw off. Same thing with Specialists. We begged for Specialists to be removed from games. It was just ultimate cheese that allowed players to get easy kills. And again, they are pretty fun, to be honest. But when you die from them over and over and over again, and you lose a kill streak to a freaking easy minigun or a grenade launcher that's absolutely free, it's aggravating. And they refuse to take that out from Black Ops 3 going into Black Ops 4, and technically they're still not even taken out because they just changed them to streaks now. It's better than what it was before, but still, they are very hard-headed. Infinity Ward, they refused to change the minimap back. We begged for the minimap change to happen. They wouldn't even try to find a middle ground for us. We had to get it changed, what, about 4 times in the beta of that title? First, it was no minimap, no HUD at all. Then they added outlines on your teammates through the wall with no minimap. Then they added the minimap with the outlines of your teammates. And then after that, they added the minimap with your teammates on there. No red. Like, just listen to that. Does that not sound mental? Does it not sound mental? Trying to get anything out of these developers is the biggest challenge you will ever face. And to think that we are the consumers who are paying for this product, yet we have to fight so hard, just to get things we enjoy in the game that we love, the franchise that we love, that we invested years of our lives into, just to see them shrug it off, push it aside because they could give 2 craps about what we say. At least with Sledgehammer Games, regardless if you like the game or you hate the game, or if they make good titles, or if they make the worst Call of Duty games ever in the world, I don't care how good their games are. The fact of the matter is that they're here and they talk to us. When we complain and we find something wrong in their game, a glitch, a bug, a problem, they resolve it. The footstep audio from Modern Warfare 2019 resolved. The minimap problem for Modern Warfare 2019, not completely fixed. They put the perk in the game, though. They tried their hardest to resolve. The door problem, you can shoot the freaking thing down. Resolved. And the coolest part about this whole thing is that even though they resolved a lot of these issues, the community, for some strange reason, is still finding a way to complain about these features being changed in a more positive way. Even though they complained about them in Modern Warfare and they wanted them changed in the future, now they're complaining about them in this and when they want them back previously how it was at Modern Warfare. But despite all the complaints from the community, Infinity Ward and Treyarch would ignore everybody. They wouldn't even respond to the community if something like this happened. But Sledgehammer Games is. And they're not responding in a bad way either. They're not telling us to shut up. They're responding to us with a survey telling us if we enjoyed certain things, how we liked it, and how it could be changed. Like, look at this one specific survey that they've sent out. And this is just one of the multiple surveys they have sent out trying to get feedback for this game. This is just single-handedly one of them. Saying combat pacing system. Select a level of intensity for games. You know, all that good stuff. And then they want you to rate it, saying, I don't know this feature of the game. Very dissatisfied, neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. Or you can go all the way up to 7 and say you are extremely satisfied. Or you can even go ahead and say if you like the HUD or heads-up display. I don't know this feature of the game. Very dissatisfied. You know, all that good stuff. Back to back to back to back. You remember our complaints about how bullets worked in Call of Duty Vanguard? Right here, caliber system. Again, you get to vote if you think it was good, bad, whatever you think it is in this game. Patrol multiplayer game mode, the new game that came into the game where it's hard point but it moves around the map. I think if the gameplay is still going on, it's this one, but it was the one that was in the very beginning of the video. Again, you could choose if you like that or not. This is all coming from a development team who is just getting completely slaughtered right now this year. But they still care enough to actually put forth the effort to try to get good enough feedback to resolve the issues in this game. Again, the game isn't the most outstanding thing in the world. I personally think the gameplay is better because they fixed a lot of the problems from Modern Warfare, but when it comes to a unique title, something that feels like a specific Sledgehammer Games or just a different version of Call of Duty, not just a reskin, this game kind of lacks in certain areas. But just with how the developers are handling this title, I wish all the developers handled their games just like this. They're even giving us an option to say if the time to kill is too fast or too slow in this game. The time to kill. They're giving the community, the people, the players, the people who put the money into the game, the option, the voice to say if they like it or if they don't like it in the game. They even go as far as allowing us to vote on how we feel about specific maps in this game. So all the maps like Red Star, Gavutu, and all of that stuff, you can rate them and say if you absolutely love them or if you despise the living hell out of those maps. They're even asking us, giving us the option of what we want to know about in the future, the upcoming month or so, couple of weeks, I guess, where they're going to be showing off more content for Call of Duty Vanguard. A massive list here of stuff that we could choose from. A single-player campaign, the team weapon balancing, platform balance, Warzone Pacific map, season content, competitive league play, new PC anti-cheat, multiplayer modes, multiplayer maps, zombies. Sledgehammer Game wrote out all of this stuff here and then asked their community to tell them what we want to see next out of their reveals for this title. Seriously, what development team is doing this currently right now? Because I don't really see it too often. I truly don't. And I gotta say, regardless of the games, I've been saying this all video, but regardless of the games, this has gained a lot of my respect from Sledgehammer. I used to absolutely despise this studio, but after seeing how they can handle their community and knowing how toxic Call of Duty gets compared to any other community out there, Call of Duty is stupidly toxic. And I know the developers know this, but a lot of them like to ignore it and push it aside. When really, in all reality, the people aren't trying to be toxic. They're just hurt. They're annoyed. And that's how certain people get when they play video games. You know, if you lose a lot, you get annoyed. If you get killed a lot, you get annoyed. Same thing with the game. When things keep happening that they hate year after year after year, they get annoyed. And Sledgehammer Games actually acknowledges this. And it's just mind-blowing. It's fantastic to see. And I gotta say, no matter how uncreative this game becomes, they care enough for our opinions. And that feels pretty darn good. But guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams and video games I do over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.